What's going on, guys? Jarrell Powell here, J Powell Music. Uh, this is going to be a shorter video, but I wanted to do a play test of the IYV. I want to say it's the IPS 340. It is a PRS style guitar, and I did an unboxing for it in a prior video. Check that out if you haven't already. But I did some updates to this, very minimal updates, I will say. Very minimal. That'll add to my conversation here. So for this guy, the PRS, I will first say when I did get it, when I started to put strings on it and everything, the neck was bowed. Well, I guess bowed is probably the right word, but it was bending out this way a bit. So when I was doing my tests of tuning it up, it wouldn't fully tune. It would out hear like a clinking sound. So I realized that the truss rod just needed to be adjusted. So there needed to be a little more relief to it. So once I did, 2 turns, relief, plays like butter. The action is incredibly low, but efficient. The neck profile is really smooth on this guitar, and it's very, very much copied from a PRS. I'll say, just like their standard CE model that you would see with like not the wraparound, but just kind of your standard neck profile from, a standard SE or a standard CE, I should say. Just that type of profile. It's not as thin as say like the new satin PRSs. Those necks are actually a little, it's kind of a weird, like a low, like a really light D, skinny D profile. This one is between a D to C, so it's a lot more comfortable actually than a $500 satin PRS, and I actually played that one in a Guitar Center, so that's why I can tell you that. So I did some mods to this. I didn't get to do a video on that, unfortunately, but I took the Music Lily humbuckers that I talked about. Were recommended by the Bald Shredder. Shout out to the Bald Shredder. But I took out the old humbuckers and I put in the Olenko 5 Music Lily, and these sound great. High output. So, it definitely had to be conscious of that as far as for like your setup for your pedals and whatnot. Very high output, but very nice. It's very comfortable. I mean, they got the profiling down. I can, all the way to the end of the fret. I can reach it very comfortably, by the way. There's some guitars where, yes, there'll be an opening here, but as far as your hand hitting the end of it, it's very uncomfortable. This is a very comfortable guitar to play. I'll tell you that. The one thing I did swap out the tuners. I put locking tuners on these. These are just the standard Music Lily locking tuners that they have. The nut was fine on this. It actually didn't fall off when I took the strings off. Imagine that. But the nut is fine on this. It's cut very well. I actually didn't need to do a fret file on this. I was really surprised. For all IYV guitars, I usually always have to do a fret file on the edges, but this one I didn't. So I was very impressed by that. I think my hollow body, the orange hollow body, I didn't have to do that either, but most of them I have, and I've bought quite a few IYVs. The one thing I did do was a polish. Put tape on here, polish these, and all of the link in the description too when I actually start playing. I just want to go over this really quick before I start. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to do just a quick clean and then also do distortion in the video here. Okay, so this is clean, quote unquote clean. This is the neck pickup. Standard E. All right, both pickups. And the bridge. Okay. Hopefully I was in tune there. Tune out super quick. All right, so let me engage the distortion. Neck pickup. Both pickups. Lead pickup, bridge. So pretty nice, pretty nice. You know, this is almost on par with, say, your standard SE PRS, you know, and usually their pickups are slightly brighter or maybe a slightly more clarity, but have this type of an output too. So just to remind you guys, 143 for this guitar, and man, the mods not very expensive at all. These pickups are like $20, $25. The locking tuner is like $25. And everything else is stock. I didn't swap out any pots. I didn't swap out any swapped any switches or anything. Yeah, I just did the truss rod thing with the truss rod that was included. And here you go. So yeah, so if you do find this, buy it. It's worth it. Even if you don't need the guitar, it's always nice to have a good backup. And yeah, this is going to be one of my top guitars that I might consider to play live very soon. Anyway, J Powell Music, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll catch you guys next video. Thanks a lot.